Welcome guys, today we're going to jump into a new video with Learn Forex with Dapo Willis. This is a really good one guys. I've not fully checked it out, checked it out a little bit, getting the whole counter ready guys. And we're going to be checking out how I made $650,000 on one single trade, trading Forex. Entry and strategy revealed. So we'll see if he actually entered in the trade, shows us all. And also we'll see our Dapo Willis counter. So you look above of me, we're gonna see how much he refers back to his mentorship, his paid stuff. So we're gonna count each one and see if he breaks a counter, okay? So remember guys, we're live, so if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And remember,
welcome.
And thank you for making a stream.
Thank you very much.
Let's get into Dapo Willis and see what he has to say. Let's put this on a little bit faster guys. Let's see. Let's do 1.15.
I have some exciting news for you guys. All the trades that we called from the last Trader Talk video have all started to materialize. As a matter of fact, the S&P 500 has gone on to make me over $650,000. Like, well, I mean, about 350K short of making $1 million. $1 million on one trade, okay? And I'm going to be revealing to you what that trade is. We did the analysis last week. If you've been following me from obviously all my Trader Talk videos, you will know the exact pair that I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining me for the first time, welcome to a segment of my YouTube channel called Trader Talk. My name is Dapo Willis, and I'm pretty much one of the most transparent Forex traders on.
One of the most transparent.
Stop the cap.
On the internet. This segment of my YouTube channel is where I come to take you guys behind the scenes as to what I'm trading. And
has anyone seen like a P&L live trade, anything? I'm in his Discord. I don't see any of this stuff he's talking about. So when he's talking about like, hey, he's calling out trades, seeing all this stuff, I don't see any of it. Maybe he does somewhere out there in the ether, somewhere on the internet, but so far it's just
allegedly, that's ignorant.
I think I'm very excited, particularly because I kind of have an idea of where the dollar index is going. And I have a very clear idea of where the Euro USD is going. Now, for those of you guys who do not know, the dollar index pretty much determines the trend of the market. If the dollar index or Euro USD is trending, the rest of the pairs are also going to be trending as well. Now, for the fact that we know where these pairs are going to, that means there's money for everybody. We're going to be making so much money. All you need to do is ensure to continue watching this segment of my YouTube channel called Trader Talk. Now guys, before I dive into the nitty-gritties of the video, obviously I'm going to be taking you guys inside of my screen, showing you guys all the amazing chart work. And don't worry, the pair that I was trading, that I just made a lot of money from, there's another juicy setup. Another juicy setup is setting up. So you don't want to go anywhere. You want to wait as I take you guys into my screen. Now, before I jump into my screen, I have some very, very exciting news for you guys. Like, this news gladdens my heart, and this news will obviously be of benefit to you guys as well.
Is it going to be click the link? Let's see.
Well, now, drum roll, bombshell. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys know you're all part of the Dapo Willis community. I want to officially use this opportunity to announce to you guys that Willis Capital, the prop firm that we all founded about a year and 3 months ago, so this is April, right? A year and 4 months ago,
okay.
Willis Capital has officially hit 30,000 users.
30,000 users? Woo, man. It's interesting. Like, he'll bring out how many people are using his current platform. I hope he shows it off and I hope he goes into detail. But when it comes to his own paid community or like his trading and stuff, I'm in his Discord, I'm in his private groups. I don't see any of this stuff he's talking about.
30,000 users globally. And for the fact that he's been able to hit 30,000 users, based off of this, the company has now been recognized as a global company. Now, for the fact that Willis Capital has been able to hit 30,000 users, a rebrand has to take place. The brand is now officially bigger than Dapo Willis. It is, and it brings me so much joy. It actually does. And at this part, I think I need to slow down. This is what we started, guys. 30,000 users is a lot. Globally crazy. But moving forward, my team approached me and they were like, in order for this company to be recognized on the global scale, we will need to rebrand. So in the rebrand, Willis Capital will no longer be the name of the prop firm. It will now be called W Funded. So we're removing Willis from it for a couple of reasons. Number one was the fact that, first of all, it's bigger than Dapo Willis now. Two, we started to notice that people from, huge supporters of traders that are huge supporters of other influencers were, I would say, envious, but you know how
envious. I just wish that, like, you know, when it comes to him being so-called transparent and envious, to me it's just like, I hear just major claims. I don't see any actual trading. If you guys are in his private groups, or you maybe as a paid mentorship or something, let me know, because I check out all this stuff behind the scenes prior to making these type of videos, and I'm like, I don't see where he's actually showing all this stuff off. He has a prop firm. It's non-market related. You know, it's not real live data. I don't see him listed as like Dapo Willis top, you know, brokerage firms, or I'm sorry, prop firms anywhere. Now, if you guys do see that, I'm gonna look it up on the other screen while this is playing. Okay, let me see.
How it is, like, there's this thing that people have where they're like, I'm not going to use it because I know the person that owns this brand, or I know the person that owns this company. So
that's real. If you see an influencer, stay away from their products. Like, you see Swaggy seen as a prop firm, I would say stay away from a prop firm. See influencers like this that claim that they're transparent. We don't see live trading. We don't see like profitability. We don't see any of the things we need to see. I would say stay away from that type of stuff.
Well, I think the name Willis Capital was making a lot of people's tummy churn. You might call it hate. I don't know what people call it. I wouldn't say it's hating. It's just one of those things. So a total rebrand, okay? And W Funded will mark the dispensation of something new. Now, one of the benefits of this rebrand, you know, after having over 30,000 users, the company has gone on to make a lot of money. This rebrand will, you know, what does this rebrand mean for you guys? Number one, there's been a massive increase in the budget allocated for trader payouts, meaning that W Funded, as W Funded transcends into the global stage to compete with the likes of FTMO, to compete with the likes of Funded Next, you know, now W Funded, these are not going to be the big three, whether anybody likes it or not. And this,
you're going to be part of the big three? Does anyone actually believe that he's going to be part of the big three?
Has nothing to do with me. The company is just growing because they're doing something great, right? So W Funded right now will be paying out a lot more traders, and most importantly, the rules will be a lot more relaxed, you know. And obviously, I will be taking several steps back from the day-to-day management of the company. We've been able to bring in Europeans. Yes, we've been able to bring in top-level people who are going to be working from different offices around the globe, from Dubai and from London as well. You guys know we have a big, massive office in Lagos, Nigeria, which will now be catering to the African market. So, you know, the rebrand is not just a change in name, like, you know, an entire management structural change, more relaxed. Because I started to realize, because I was asking, you know, this was one of the very last meetings I was having with the management team. I was like, okay, so, you know, what is FTMO doing that?
One eternity later.
Spit it up a little bit.
And Funded Next, that Willis Capital, now W Funded, can do. Like, what are these other platforms doing that, you know, we can do to operate on that level? And the simple answer was, we need to process more payouts. So one of the last things that I did to,
we need to process more payouts.
you know, like one of the last policies that I ensured was implemented was increasing the budget and making a massive budget for trader payouts. And the only way we could do this, so another question was like, what if traders fail the challenge? I told them, you need to relax the rules. You need to relax the rules. So right now, W Funded is going to be up there, right up there with FTMO and Funded Next with the best rules in the game. They relaxed it. So you'll start to see a lot more traders passing out. So the message...
I wonder, like, I wish we can go through the books and see how many people actually apply for the challenges, how many people reattempt it, like, you know, the same reoccurring people, and versus all the payouts. Because typically the majority of these people you can't have more people asking for payouts than there is available money. So there's got to be a lot more losers than winners. I wonder if he actually sees that relationship.
Share is for you guys to believe, have faith in this new dispensation. Like, it's no longer just a one-man show anymore. This company is bigger than me. Obviously, I'm still going to be here advocating as a, you know, brand ambassador for W Funded and as always. And you can't take it away from me. I founded the company. That one, you know, no matter the beef anybody has with Dapo Willis, like, you know, it's like, you know.
I don't think it's a beef necessarily. I just think that we don't see any trading.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Has anyone seen it? Like, literally, you go to his Discord and see if you guys join his Discord, join his private groups, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, I hear all these claims for trading. I'm like, bro, you have $650 million or $650,000 trade, and we can't even see one entry on it. That is just a bunch of red flags, in my opinion.
You give birth to a child and they become the president, right? Or Donald Trump's parents now. Like, no matter how successful Donald Trump is, the mother and father that birthed him. So, you know, unfortunately, they can't take me away. Like, I founded it. However, I'll be taking several steps back to allow a more global team don't worry, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here to ensure that everything is still fine. But a more global team, we're going to be bringing Europeans into the game, you know, to ensure that standards are met, okay, so that, you know, more payouts are approved. And another thing you guys have to understand is if you get to the live round,
it's interesting. Like if you start to really think about it, if the company starts to expand on a global scale, we got other salaries, we got people, you know, taking compensation outside, like the back end of the company. If you got all those people being paid through the company and their, you know, transaction fees, plus people failing the challenges, how many people do you have to have reoccurring and failing versus payouts? Seems like the payouts have to be very, very minute versus everything else. Yeah, we got Rashta 106. Yeah, all these traders all talk, no live trade. Yeah, exactly.
W Funded now has its sister company, which is W Markets, a broker. So all live accounts will be transferred to W Markets book for live trading. You know, it doesn't get better than this, guys. And last but not the least, before I have to jump into my charts, this rebrand, as they're going to be rebranding. So as at the time this video is going out, probably Wednesday, as at a day after this video, actually a couple of hours after this video, the rebrand will take place, and there's a massive sale going on. Now, this is the part you guys will like. 50% off. The link to grab your
We got our first one, guys. Finally, we got our first click the link. Not too bad. We're only a few minutes in. Let's see how much we can get out of them. But he said 50% discount. We got massive discounts.
New funded account will be in the description down below. You don't want to miss out on this, guys. We're talking more payouts, we're talking relaxed rules, and you can pay for the accounts in your local currency, wherever it is you are in the world. UK, US, Ghana, South Africa. We have a lot of traders from Kenya. Shout out to all the Kenyan traders. And of course, the Nigerian traders were the people that supported this company from the get-go. Of course, you guys have, you know, easy means for you to buy your accounts. And as another thing, the withdrawals are now instant. You see? I told you guys, it's a different ball game. Like, the company is going global, bro. It's
going global. This, to me, like, this is why, like, when I see when traders get into this type of business, or traders get into this type of business, the business model of here is having more losers than winners. You have to have a lot more losers than winners. Because if you just reverse it, saying, hey, there's going to be a lot more winners, like, we're going to make the rules so relaxed so people, you know, get the payouts, what's going to end up happening is that you have to either reduce on the rules or make the payouts a lot more stringent, because you can't, there's got to be a balance of how much money is available versus how much you're paying out. If they're paying too much out and they're paying their back end, to me, it's not a smart move. So what they're doing now, in my opinion, is it's a money grab.
Ooh, there's nothing anybody can do about it. So ladies and gentlemen, ensure to grab yourself a W Funded account in the link down below.
Ooh, again. Ooh, we got another one, man. I love this counter. How high can we go, guys? We got 2, and we're already 8 minutes in.
It's only on for 3 days, 72 hours. After that, it's gone. So as you're watching this video, before you even get to the main video, go to the link down below and click it and get your account. If you're a bit early, just wait. By midnight, the links are going to be active, okay, guys? So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys. My name is Dapo Willis. Now, let's jump into the nitty-gritties of this video as I show you guys how I was able to extract a lot of money from one of my favorite pairs, and I have another setup. See, I'm not just giving you, you know, a discounted prop account. I'm even giving you setups. I have a setup that you guys are even going to use to pass that challenge. Guys, isn't Dapo Willis the best? If you think Dapo Willis is the best, comment down below and say, Dapo Willis, you're the best. Ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see if anyone actually did it. You're maybe 17,000, your top-down analysis, see the growth, watch your breakdown. You're too good, brother, Dapo. Wow, there's a lot of love for this guy, man. I mean, I'll say when it comes to him selling, he's a damn good salesman. If he can get this many people convinced on his stuff without actually showing any evidence, man, whew, they probably buy from FX Alex G too.
Gentlemen, let's jump into the video. Let's freaking go. Let's go. How's it going, Forex traders? Welcome inside of my screen. I told you guys I had something juicy for you guys cooking. So just last week during my last Trader Talk episode, I had analyzed the S&P 500 and I showed you guys a very juicy setup. I went on to take on that trade and we've gone on to make over $650,000. I'm going to be showing you guys the before and after, what that looked like.
Has anyone seen it?
Obviously, aside from that, the trade is still very much on, and I have a juicy setup for you guys as well. You're gonna love this one. Like, this is gonna be one of your favorite episodes. But before I jump into the nitty-gritties of the video, you guys know what to do and how to go about doing your thing. Just simply smash the subscribe button.
Oh no, he's not. Don't subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to this one.
I don't think so. No. I don't Subscribe now.
No, 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 it's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
Right down there, smash the subscribe button and ensure to get yourself subscribed. All right, guys, so let's jump into some chat work, right? Let's look at what exactly.
We're gonna
is
have
going on.
fast forward a little bit through this.
S&P
guys.
500. You guys know I love S&P 500. So let's look at the background story as to what exactly has been happening on S&P 500. You guys know that most of the money I made last year, the whole $95 million, I made most of it, if not 85% of it, 90% of it from S&P.
So he claims to make 85% of his money that he made trading just from this index. And it's very interesting that where is this stuff reported at? Like across the board, like if people in the States were making this type of money, reporting like say, hey, I made millions of dollars, $300 million, and there's no reporting agencies, like it makes it like what the fuck, man. And it's, to me, it's very like that's why I like Dapo, because he'll make all these claims, say all this stuff, and I'm like, has anyone seen any of this type of stuff?
500. The reason why I like trading this pair, and you can see, you guys know me, my chart is always simple. This is a very naked chart. Very naked chart, as you guys can see, naked. Nothing on here. I like this. This is a clear trend, like no headaches, no issues. So you guys have to understand that. One thing you have to understand about Forex and any financial markets you're trading.
Oh, what up, Caleb? How you doing, guys?
Thank you very much.
Thanks for making the stream, guys. And
Welcome.
yeah, we're checking out more Dapo saying he took a trade and stuff. I wonder. I mean, we're looking at the monthly so far, so we're like 1 month down. Is he claiming to have taken that short?
Is the trend is your friend, and I know you guys hear that all the time. Trend is your friend, blah blah blah. Big way I won't see trends. The truth is, the trend is your friend. So one of the reasons why I like the S&P 500 is that the thing has been trending for God knows how long. Over 2014 to 2024 is what, 10 years. It's been trending for in 2025 so far. What? It's been trending since like 2009. This bro has been trending for almost 15 years, you know. So yeah, I like that. I mean, once anything is trending, I love it. Now that being said, this is obviously a higher time frame, and if something is trending on a higher time frame, best believe that on a lower time frame, it'd be a lot easier for you guys to trade. I'm not saying you have to come on here to trade, but for me, like we learn on the top-down analysis, rule number one, come on a high time frame to see what exactly is going on. So on the S&P 500, as you can see, trend, beautiful trend, nice relaxed trend, makes it easier for us to make what? Money. So
easy.
If you scale down to the weekly time frame, you would also notice that obviously we have more detail about the trend. Now, the trades that made me a lot of money last year, I'll show you guys. So it started from, yeah, somewhere around here. So this was the pullback. So the truth is, from 2023, I'd already jumped on this trade. You guys had it on my Trader Talk video, blah blah blah. I caught this whole move.
Damn. He said he's claiming that he caught this whole move. He held one trade or a few trades from all the way down here all the way up. And we don't, I mean, we can even go through his channel. Like, I've been through this channel so many times. So when he makes these type of claims saying, hey, I've held this trade, I made this win, I did this. And I'm like, okay, maybe he did it live and showed us live. And I'm like, huh, this is from 2 months ago. We already talked about that video. This is a year ago and 2 years ago. And this right here. None of this is actual trading. It's just trading view. And I mean, what ended up happening to him is that once you start making trading view videos, have a membership, and he always claims to be like, hey, click the link below. That is where the real money started coming in.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. It was so easy for me to do it. If you want to know how I caught the whole move, check my previous YouTube videos. If you want to learn more about how I trade, top-down analysis, the link to the Forex Mastery.
Woo! We got number 4, baby.
Course is going to be in the description down below. Get it and you'll learn how to catch big moves like this. But that's not why we're here. Get the program though. It's really good. Now the market has rallied all the way to the upside. We've gotten to this point. Now you guys know on the monthly time frame, as per what we learned on the Forex Mastery course, remember what we learned on the Forex Mastery course, what does the course teach us? When we push all the way to the upside, right, and we start to see a period of consolidation, I don't know,
I'm going to include that last point about the Forex Mastery course. So we got five references to click the link.
Come on the weekly time frame, for the weekly time frame to tell us if there's any chart pattern that has formed. If you check module 5 or I think 6, it talks about chart patterns. Now after this nice rally to the upside, I started to realize that, you know, I thought the S&P 500 was going to go higher, right? Don't forget, this is all-time highs. It has never been here in the history of the S&P 500 before, never. Okay, and we pulled back here. I was expecting this bad boy to push higher, but we got here, And guys, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain to you guys why I got into this trade and why this trade made me so much money.
Don't tell me that you planned to short the markets and you took this short all the way down. We didn't see it live. You just said it. I mean, this is like perfect coincidence, like perfect timing. I mean, come on now.
We are gonna be rich.
If you have anyone saying that they, you know, coined or got the top of the market, perfect position, and then previously say, hey, to find out how we found that is just to click the link below, then you know what the actual real hustle is.
Simple, easy. We got here. I can see we tried to push higher. We got here. It was unable to break this bad boy. So on the weekly time frame, what happened? On the weekly time frame, we can clearly see what they call a double top. Now, the problem is people always use the wrong time frames for different things, right? If you want to know, if a chart pattern will hold or not, the best place to come and check out for it is a weekly time frame. So what am I trying to say in essence? If you're just trading, buying, markets go your favor, blah, 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 and then you buy again, but the market seems to be struggling, because you have to understand that this is a weekly time frame, right? So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 weeks of rejection. It's a lot. You know what 5 weeks is? It's a lot of weeks. So you see, imagine you're trying to buy, not going. Why?
So if you're trying to buy, not going, okay, cool. So if you're positioned here with your $650 million trade, where did you exit at?
Hey, and then the market starts to roll over like this. Simply zoom out, come to your weekly time frame to see what has just happened. If it's a double top on the weekly time frame, that trend that was trending all the way to the upside before, ladies and gentlemen, that shit about to reverse. Simple as short. Okay, I was having the mentorship session over the week.
Oh man, another mentorship session. God, we got, oh my bad, wrong one. 6 references now to the mentorship, guys.
And I was trying to teach this particular student of mine, you know, how.
Think about this, like if you really had to think about him making $300 million, spending all this time with his businesses, and you're spending $100 just to have these private sessions with him, or I don't know how much these sessions are because we don't see that price. We just see that with the mentorship, with the course cost. Does that actually value the time? Like you're making millions of dollars supposedly, but you're spending all that time with the people with $100? Most likely he's not trading at all. Just making the money with the people in the course. It's kind of like FX Alex G. I turned $100 into $1 million and offers, you know, $3,500 for his mentorship or his course and stuff like that. Well, the real hustle was getting people to click the link and then building the business model around that outside of trading. I think he's doing the exact same thing.
How to understand when something is about to reverse. The truth is the market will always tell you in advance before it reverses.
Damn, the market will tell you where it's going right before it happens. This guy must be the best trader ever.
The market is going to stop you out, you will know. Because most of the time what happens is the market will either form a double top or double bottom before it starts to go down. So you might have gotten into this trade, it was going in your favor. The moment you start to see rejection at the 100% retracement, which is here, as you can see, that has now formed this double top. Let me zoom in so you guys can open your eyes and see. Buy here and it's going here. The moment you start to see resistance at the 100% retracement, best believe that when we're coming back up here, you have to watch out for it. Now, if we blow past it, the trend continues. But if we stop here and you start to see red candles and we come back down to the base of the retracement.
Has he claimed that he got in at the bottom?
Ladies and gentlemen, if this happens on a weekly time frame, that whole trend is about to reverse. If this happens on a lower time frame, that trade you're in, it's time to bounce. So what I'm trying to say is the market will give you green, but always watch out for the 100% retracement. Now, that being said, you can see, I can't really go into all the details of what makes the trend reverse and blah.
Oh my God, you said that the entry and strategy revealed. Just break it down, man. We'd love to see your top-down analysis, man.
What the hell was that?
We all love your trading, man. I do, at least. Huh? Who loves this trading, guys?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Probably nobody.
Oh no!
Blah, blah, blah. The Forex Mastery Program has all that detail. I think more.
Again. Like, to me, like now we're on 7, guys. 7 times referred back to his mastery. It's almost basically once every 2 minutes he brings it up. Let's bring in some more.
The 6 is called trend reversal. Get it in the description and the link down below. Obviously, after you've gotten your funded W funded account.
Dang, double banger. 8 references to his. Click the link below, guys. So 8 minutes, video 16. So once every 2 minutes now.
Now, that being said, once I noticed that the reversal was on suit, I was like, this uptrend, you know, it's not a shake. And not only that did that happen, we got here, and this represents, you guys know the laws of price action state that this is the neckline of a double top. Brilliant. Now, what did we learn on the Forex Mastery program?
Damn. 9, baby. Woo, man. Dapo is just,
Surprise, motherfucker.
he's doing it, man. We got 9 and we still 17 minutes in, baby.
Simple. We learned that when we break out, okay, of a neckline, we don't start selling. No, we don't start selling. We always wait for a push out and a pullback before we jump in. So this was a classic. Guys, this trade was so beautiful. Like, I was crying. Like, it was so easy. Like, gosh, God bless the Forex Mastery program. I swear to you.
Damn. God bless them. Oh, 10, baby. All right.
Down analysis to the world any day. So after the weekly time frame, you want to come on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I'm now able to adjust my levels a bit more clearly and all that. And as you can see from the last Trader Talk video that we spoke about, the market was trading somewhere around here. And as you can see, if you go on module, I think 5, I know the module 8, I talk about entries and exits. All I simply did, you know, I do not execute my trade on the daily time frame. The daily time frame allows me to be able to come and look at the most immediate trend within the overall trend. What do I mean by this? We know that, okay, for example, monthly is heading down, weekly is heading down. Daily, I will then, but these time frames are big. Monthly, weekly, huge. You can't trade on them. The daily is now where I scale down to now look at the monthly is coming down, weekly is coming down. I will come and look for the daily to also be coming down because it is the daily trend that is tradable. So we've seen the reversal on the weekly, right? We can't trade on the weekly just like that, right? So we come on the daily and we can see the immediate trend that is down. This is the tradable one. And what do? We simply wait for a retracement and we'll plot our counter trend line. Now, this is where the 4-hour time frame comes in.
Okay, cool.
And as you can see, I love to place my execution on the 4-hour time frame. Pretty juicily, pretty nicely. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, around here, not even around here. So if you want to know how I get into my trade, should I tell them? Nope. You have to get Forex Mastery Pro.
Damn. So for him to tell you guys, he makes $650,000, but he needs, just to know the secret, you gotta pay $100 just to know the secret. You gotta pay to see results. That is why I like Dapo, man. Dapo is the best at getting us rich.
We ain't gonna be rich.
Stop the cap.
Nah. This guy is a clown. And that's why when I start seeing about this, like, when people really don't understand, like, this guy is talking about the past. Like, none of this is live price action. None of this is live. We can honestly tell that he's just...
Oh yes, the victim. At what point does personal responsibility become a factor in this equation?
Listen, guys, if a guy's not going to be live trading or seeing the actual entries and exits of a trade, then it's pretty much...
Stop the cap.
happening.
Program. Anyways, long story short, guys, my entry was somewhere around here. Got into the trade. You're probably wondering where was my stop losses. My stop losses go above just an area of resistance before the market manipulation. So this was a resistance zone on a lower time frame, and then this was the market manipulation, and then we came down on here. Once again, the market manipulation video is on the Forex Mastery program. I'll keep
Damn, 13. Lucky 13, guys.
mentioning the Forex Mastery program until it enters your head, because why would you buy a funded challenge if you don't know how to trade? You need the challenge and the course.
Think about how many transactions he's making off of each person. First, he'll get them to get the mastery program, check. Then he'll get them to get to the prop firm, check. And then get them into the brokerage, check. This guy has a full circle way of getting people to have reoccurring purchases.
Go hand in hand, okay? Get it. The link is in the description for the Forex
Again, 14, man.
Mastery course. Now, that being said, enter the trade around here, and as you can see, the market just dropped all the way to the downside. So pretty decent trade. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. It was so easy. Now, where do I think this market is going to go next? It's simple as ABC. So this is looking like most likely the next level of support. So I'm still holding on to this trade, actually. However, this is one other thing I need to...
You're still holding on to this trade? How I made $650,000 on a single trade. You said he made, so he already made profit on this trade. How he's still holding on to his trade if he's already made $650,000? I think...
Stop the cap.
To explain to you guys so that you guys understand about this trade, right? You guys know, like I just preached just about now. Hold on. This is the 100% retracement. You get what I mean? Okay, this is 100% retracement. So 100% retracement is simple. This is the downtrend. This is the guy that stopped the downtrend and sent this market back for a reverse, for not a reversal, a consolidation, a pullback, right? This guy, you don't want to play with this guy. I said this whole market came here out of nowhere, stopped and went back up. You don't want to play with this youth. So this level is a serious level. So as the market consolidates and wants to start coming back down, this level will play a very vital role. Most of the time, we get here and we push back up. It happens, I've seen it a lot of the time. So as the years went on, I was wondering, like, sometimes I will have a...
Think about it. He's just...
Gotcha, bitch.
Look, he said he won $650,000 on a trade. Still says he's in the trade, so he's not profiting from the trade. So think about it. If this is possibly coming back down, is he going to close the position out? Because he already stated that he already made the money. How is he already making the money and the trade is still active?
A clear-cut trade like this, beautiful setup. I jump into the trade, the market is going, but once we get here, the market starts going back. And most of the time, due to greed, what I used to do is I'll wait. I'll be like, no, how can you get here? What do you mean you get here? You want to go back up and you go up and you come back down. Guys, this can just reverse the whole market. I'm not joking. So I had to adopt a strategy whereby, or I had to include this in my strategy whereby whatever amount of money I have made, regardless of how big or how small, okay, this trade is already made me about 650k. First of all, no matter how big, how small, once we get here, I must collect a certain percentage of my profit. Must. For some people, it's 50% of their position. Some people, it's 20%. Meaning that if they sold 2 lots here, when you get
2 lots? I mean, what's your lot size? Actually, that's a very good question. Because if he's already saying he moved that, did he move his stop loss to break even or keep some in profit? Where's the at?
Here, they will close 1 lot and you must move your stop losses past break even. This is exactly how you do what? A risk-free trade. So right now, the S&P 500 that I'm in right now is totally risk-free. I've taken 650 G's in my pockets. Don't worry, guys, from my subsequent videos, I'm going to start showing, you know, there's a lot of, there's something saying on the internet that Dapo Willis doesn't like showing his...
Stop the cap.
Duh, we don't see anything.
P&L and blah, blah, blah. For the longest time, I was like, I ain't going to show you my P&L because that's private to me. And
oh my God. He's not going to show a P&L? That's private to me? Oh, you know what? Trader Nick, handle this guy.
I mentioned...
Oh, sorry, buddy.
There is absolutely no reason under the sun to pay for somebody's service, mentorship group, signal service, chat rooms, access, whatever, if they themselves can't prove that they actually make money trading.
Without the P&L or live trading, everything can be...
Stop the cap.
Because we don't know if he's actually trading. That's why when I'm like hearing this shit, I'm always like... Because... it's like this, guys. If I make and then once again, when it comes to Forex and people being overseas, having their own broker server and him having his own brokerage, we can't really verify if any of this stuff is even real. But I do know one thing that's real. The most important thing is that you guys
click the link below. Hurry up now. Click the link below, please. Why aren't you clicking the link? Click the link below now. You guys know that I trade for very, very wealthy investors. I'm not going to come on here and be showing a freaking $650 million account. That's crazy.
Think about it. We have billionaires showing off their P&Ls for companies. So, and this is the thing is very interesting. When we talk about, oh, I made $650,000. I can't show a P&L. I trade for very wealthy people. How do they know that you're trading for them? How do you know if any of this is even real? How do we know it's just all people just clicking your link and that's where you're making your predominant of your money? Look, if public companies are giving out their trades because they have to report them, and this guy owns multiple companies, wouldn't them be require him to report the same thing? I don't see any reporting, requirements for this stuff. That's why to me, like when I hear people say I made all this money, and I'm like, you don't even trade live or trade at all or show a P&L, but you claim 14 times so far you need to click the link, man. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Not crazy.
I ain't going to do that. That's wild. I was coming and show $150 million account. That's proprietary information. In fact, I'm not even allowed to share what the platform looks like on the internet. However,
oh my gosh.
Now I am definitely going to start showing my
Stop the
P&L.
cap.
I'm going to be going into my broker platform. Like, I'm going to be showing you guys my live account. And another reason why I didn't really like showing my live account was because I didn't want to. So I think I did that once or twice. And I was with Infinox at the time, and people were asking me, what's your preferred broker of choice? What's your preferred broker of choice? And I used to tell them Infinox. And one day I woke up and Infinox was no more. Like, it was a very scary moment for me, because I was like, what if Infinox runs away
What happens to your own money on your own broker? You're not trading on your own platform?
with people's money? Like, people are going to hold me, and you know, it's going to be very bad for my name. That's why I stayed away from promoting any broker for the longest time on blah blah blah. But now that I have officially been affiliated with a broker that I know, I trust.
Affiliated? Don't you own your own brokerage? You just said he did earlier.
That I also help build.
Okay.
Don't worry, you guys want to see my own personal account for this YouTube channel? Maybe I think I should have a YouTube account. Maybe fund it with like $100,000, $50K, $100K, $500K, $1 million. I'll think about it. I'll ask my team. So we should have an account for the channel so that you guys.
How do we not know? And this is why it's crazy. All those previous claims, all those trades are pretty much gone, because we can't see this trade. We're not gonna see all the other trades since he's gonna start a new account. So the long-term broker history long-term trade history is gone. We're talking about like simple things that any trader like Trader Nick, Tory Trades, or Trader Tom, these people show this stuff off, and it's like, wow, this is trustable, this is reliable. But Dapo Willis, one thing that's definitely reliable is about him clicking a link. That's the one thing we can guarantee.
Click the link, please. You can see as I'm placing these trades, and I think that will be very fun. Yeah, I'm going to introduce that segment. And obviously now that I have a broker I can trust, and I can gladly say yes, go and trade with them. They're not going anywhere. Shout out to W Markets. Those guys are absolutely amazing. Okay, W Markets, brilliant. W Markets to the world. You guys know I literally help found that broker. Once again, the broker is bigger than me too. Everything is bigger than me because investors are on board. Is global, right? So W Markets ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna fund my W Markets account with, I don't know, maybe 100K, 500K, and then I'm gonna be showing you guys all this stuff live. But this particular trade that I placed,
I'm going to fund. Is it real live money or is it just prop for money? Interesting.
I placed it on our investors account. That was where obviously this whole 650K came in. It was a massive lot size. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys that. However,
Stop the cap.
subsequent times, don't worry, my P&L will be available to you guys.
Oh shit.
Stop the cap.
Let's see, man.
So you guys can see and you guys feel a lot more comfortable with all these trades I'm placing. But nevertheless, you guys know I don't miss. Check all my Trader Talk videos. You guys know I'm right 9 out of 10 times, especially when the market is trending. When the market is not trending, I usually tend to stay away. But if you want to determine how profitable Dapo Willis is, all you need to do is just go and watch my previous videos. Anything.
How profitable? I've checked like every single fucking video, man, and usually it's
Hey! Shut up!
like, I absolutely, like, I feel sorry for the people who follow him and they say like, hey, this guy's transparent, this guy's so easy to be followed. I go through all his videos and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I don't see any of the trades. I don't see any of this. I just see Dapo Willis claims, I'm the best. I'm Dapo Willis. Click the link below. Like, come on.
I say always happens, just like this. My last video, this was the first pair I spoke about. You guys saw the market pullback and you guys heard where I was going to jump into the trade, and as you can see, we've hit TP1 and I'm expecting this bad boy to obviously play around a bit and roll over to TP2. So my TP2 is somewhere around here. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to explain to you guys my S&P 500 trade, what my thought process was in my head, the setup. I showed you guys the setup before, and now I'll show you guys the setup after, so that you know that this ain't no fraud, this ain't no joke. Dapo Willis truly, and it's extracting a lot of money from this market. And for those of you guys who made money from this trade as well, shout out to you. To you, and to all you. So we're done with this market. To get into this trade, I wouldn't advise you at the moment because there's no guarantees we're going to roll down here, right? We can blow out from here, blah, blah, blah. But obviously I made money from this. I moved my stop loss past break even. I'm good. If anything happens after this, is a bonus for me. I'm actually going to see, hopefully I can make a mil 2 on this. Maybe 1 or 1 point.
$1 million trade, man. And this is like, none of it's live. We're on TradingView.
$2 million in this trade. So I'll be looking to see what exactly happens with this bad boy. But in the meantime, this is no-go area for entries. At this point, you really can't enter. It's a bit late. Now let's get into a pair that you guys can actively trade, which is the euro dollar. So the euro dollar is next on my watch list, and as you guys can see,
finally something we can actually follow. Let's go into it, guys. And also, guys, thank you for making the stream.
Thank you very much.
And welcome to new people.
Welcome.
People, my bad. And we're gonna enjoy this beautiful because remember, we love this type of stuff. Dapo is one of our favorite traders. Now, I was supposed to have the Dapo Willis 3 clip ready for this video, but I didn't have it all the way finished. Like, I got his head coming from the sky, and I got these guys playing basketball, and Dapo Willis's head comes in, and the basketball players get all scared and run away. So I gotta like get his head to come in better, but it's almost done.
This bad boy looking good. Guys, Euro USD is about to don't play.
No, God!
Oh my God.
God, please, no!
It's
No!
about to take off. So let's go back. Let's break it down. Forex mastery students, you know. How do you break down the chart? You know. We know. It's
Forex Mastery course, we got 15.
easy. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, grab the Forex Mastery program because it's easy. It makes trading fun and it makes your withdrawals guaranteed. The link is down in the description. I will always talk about it. It's the best program out there and it's so cheap. It's just 99 bucks. Get yourself your funded account for 50%
Another one. Damn, I wonder how much Dapo is making from this.
off at W Funded and head over to the Forex Mastery program. The link down below. Get the funded account. Get the course. You have it set up in front of you. Get your payouts. W Funded is paying. They're paying. But can you trade? That's the question. Anyway, so let's carry on. Let's see what I'm going with Euro USD. Let's see what's happening. So for Euro USD, as you guys can see, an absolute mess. I'll be very honest with you guys. An absolute mess. Euro USD, it's crazy. The reason why I'm saying that an absolute mess is Euro dollar.
Now, I am going a little bit fast, guys, because we
we
are
had
just doing basic technical analysis. He's going to the higher time frames. I don't want to miss any of the click the links. We got 10 minutes left.
Nice down trend has been trending. I really enjoyed this trend. I made a lot of money from this trend in 2022. 2022, I think I maybe cumulative of 8,000 pips I bagged. 2022 was one of my best trading years after 2014. 2022 was crazy. Anyway, but one thing you guys need to understand, and I want to explain this to you guys so that you guys see, if you can understand what USD is doing, you have no problem with Forex. Period.
If you can understand USD, JP, I'm sorry, not USD, Euro dollar, then you have no problem with Forex. I've been trading Forex for years. I've never heard anyone say Forex is like no problem. Has anyone actually heard of the trading as being a simple, non-complex thing? Because I only hear the complexities of how much time it takes and how difficult it is. But when it comes to people saying it's easy, it's simple, typically they have something to sell you.
If you can understand what Euro dollar is doing, or the dollar index, you have no issues in Forex because Euro USD, if the Euro dollar is trending or the dollar index is trending, the rest of the Forex market is trending. Yes, but if it is in a range, you will struggle across board. Let me take that again. If you can determine what Euro USD is doing or the dollar index is doing, you have no issues in Forex because Euro USD and dollar index determine what happens to the rest of the pairs. If Euro USD or dollar index is trending and there's a lot of liquidity in that particular pair, all the other pairs you start to notice they'll be trending and it'll be a lot easier for you to trade them. It's not rocket science, it's just the rule of the game. Euro USD is the biggest boy. He's the biggest boy in the game. So it's like the class captain. You understand? Anything you say is low. So before I go anywhere, I always come and see Euro USD. And that's why I was very excited that I finally have a fair idea of what Euro USD is going to do next. Now, that being said, you see, after this decline on Euro USD, right, you have to understand something. For every massive move, there must be a consolidation period. So what is happening right now to Euro USD is we are consolidating from this bearish movement. And how long did this bearish movement take to happen? 2021 to 2022. Middle of, so about 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 7 months. This consolidation started in 2023. 2025 was still here. So, the range is pretty much kind of like the same. We would range for the same duration in which we trended. Okay. So we're gonna range with the same duration as, you understand, we're gonna range with the same duration in which we trended, right? So if we had a trend for about 1 year, 6 months, enjoy that trend. So
are you saying that we're not going to be trending? Because I think during this time frame, if we go back to the previous chart, the S&P 500 was trending pretty hard during this time frame. We weren't consolidating. That's why it's very interesting. Like when you start really breaking down what he's talking about, the euro dollar was consolidating during this period, but weren't we trending on the S&P 500 as a comparable analysis to the dollar?
Enjoy that trend because when it gets into a range, it's going to be something else. I kid you not. Now, that is exactly what's happening with Euro USD at the moment. We're pretty much consolidating from the trending period. However, as you can see, I was hoping we will break down and continue. Like, I thought this consolidation was over. As you can see, I already put my green bar. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna come down parity. Didn't happen. We got here and spun around. Now we're back inside of this range, unfortunately. However, I've been able to spot a very juicy setup. Okay, so what happened actually was, you guys can see this is crazy. Anytime the market wants to reverse, it will let you know. If I zoom in very nicely to this, you can see
it will let you know, yes, after the fact. So right now he's on the monthly or weekly. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So about 20 weeks. 20 weeks of what's been happening, or different price actions been happening, different market related things have been happening. And now he's gonna be like, okay, we're gonna enter here. This is something I like to watch. So we have some continuity. We have some things to actually have a timeline. Dapo Willis said, hey, I'm entering here at this price, and then I'm gonna be exiting whichever price. Let's see what he has to say.
See, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Okay, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Okay, so this is pretty much a reversal pattern to the upside. Now, this market went on to confirm with a strong bullish engulfing weekly candle. What this says to me is we are now officially back inside of this range, and chances are that Euro USD wants to come and push to the top of this range. Now, when I come on my daily time frame, I can see something very interesting. So I can see that when we blew up to the upside, okay, when we carried on to the upside, okay, the market came and hung here. You guys know my favorite strategy, one of my favorite strategies called the falling knife strategy. This is pretty much the falling knife strategy, okay, just a bit on the other side. So you can see that we have a left support, okay, and the market has come, broken it, and come and has now formed, it's like, I don't know how to explain. You guys need to go watch the video. It's simple, right?
I don't know how to explain.
Stop the cap.
I don't know how to explain.
Right? That's how the market moves. Now that we're now holding here, the next level will most likely be either we come and make a higher high, or we come to make an equal high. So long story short, I am favoring euro dollar to the upside, okay? And my first level target for euro dollar will be 1.094117. Okay? Why?
All right, guys. Now we have something that,
We are gonna be rich.
All right. So we're going to hold this timeline. Since I'm following this channel so actively, we're going to see. He says we're going to buy here and hit this target profit. One thing is to make a prediction, and the other is to actually take the actual trade. Do you think he's actually taking this trade here?
Simply because that's what usually happens. This is what they call the falling knife strategy. This dates back to everything we've learned from Forex down to baby pips and all that. Every time this thing works 90% of the time. So I'm going to be watching this to see what exactly is going to happen. Now, I will tell you, so 85% of the time, I'll tell you why this pair is going to work out, to the tune of 85%, and the remaining 15% why it might not work out, so that you can plan accordingly. Nevertheless, you can see we've taken out the inner counter trend line, as you can see, like so. We've taken it out like this. Okay, so breakout, retest. This is looking like a continuation. Now, if I'm going to get into this trade, which I am, simple, I would simply wait for a 4-hour candle close above this. So ladies and gentlemen, if we can get a 4-hour candle close above 1.08409, if we can get a 4-hour candle close above 1.8409, next level target for Euro USD will be 1.09388.
All right, so basically it's looking like a buy stop or a close and then entry at this line or past this line, and then have a first level target profit here.
Yes. If we can get a clear above here, 4-hour candle, bullish candle close above here, I will be buying all the way to here. So that will be my first level target. And as you guys know, second level target will be all the way at 1.11825. So the upside potential for this is huge. You can see this is a massive, massive potential move to the upside.
Should we take that trade live? You know what? Actually, let me get onto my brokerage account. Let me see. How much is this? Give me 1 second, guys. I usually wouldn't take a trade based off of what Dapo says, but let's get on our demo account and actually take this trade real quick. Give me a second. I got like 6 monitors. I can't even find. Give me a second real quick. This would be actually interesting to see, to follow up with him, because he's saying buy if it closes above. I'm gonna actually put this as an alert. Let's follow Dapo Willis right here. I got euro dollar up. Give me a second. Here, I'll put this at the end of the video because this is actually interesting. We'll follow what this guy says, and maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. I still don't know if he trades live.
Stop the cap.
But we'll see.
Massive, but oh god, I missed the days where forex trading used to look like this. I missed you guys. I want to quickly apologize. See, I know I haven't been giving my Trader Talk videos my all. I haven't been sharing with you guys as much. That's because, I mean, you know, other commitments I have, like, you know, managing funds, had to build a prop firm, most recently had to build a broker. You know, those things take a lot of your time, you know, and stuff like that. These are things I just had to do.
Agreed. All these things take a whole bunch of time, and you have time for clients that are paying $100 a month. Oh, I'm sorry, $100 one time. That's what the thing is kind of really weird to me. When I really start to break it down, you're making all this money, $650,000, but the $100 thing seems to be the most concrete thing and getting people to click your link. It seems like the business model and the time is being perpetuated more on those things than it is on actual trading. Because usually it's inverse. When I see a trader actually, it's kind of like Tandra trades. Tandra trades lives, you see all the entries, you see some exits, and boom, bada bing, we see that stuff. We see the effort being put into the trading. But when we see with Dapo, I see the majority of the effort is to front a lifestyle, be out in the front, and getting people to click as many links as they possibly can. We're already at 18 click the links below. That's why, to me, this is all fucking...
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Click the link as many times as you possibly can.
You know, because the window was open, and you know, in life, you know, life is about window opportunities that look like windows. If you don't take advantage of them at that time, you know, you might just never, you know, you might just be gone forever. You guys can relate to some life experiences whereby you didn't take advantage of it. So there's certain things I just had to do, but I'm happy I'm done doing them now. You know, fund management is on autopilot. Prop, as you can see, taking several steps back from the prop management. We got Europeans running W funded now, and obviously the brokerage as well. Same thing with that.
Yeah, Europeans running the thing. Interesting. You know what? I'm gonna actually look more into this part because remember, guys, I'm doing this live. This is my first time checking this whole thing out, and if they come to find out that his company got bought out or sold to someone else, and then they run the company, it's gonna be very interesting.
We got, you know, very skilled management people running that as well. The brokerage is obviously pushing to get more regulations and all that. So I can now focus on the stuff I really like to do, which is trading. You know, trading Forex and giving you guys the best. So once again, I know I keep saying this, that Dapo Willis is back, but I feel something deep inside of me. You know, I've missed, you know, looking at the charts very clearly. I've missed extracting a lot of money from the market. I've missed... Didn't you make $300 million last year that you said? I'm Dapo Willis, the most claimed, or the most celebrated, or the most richest, like all this bullshit, man. Like, this is what I talk about, like when I listen to someone talk about Forex and like analyze their channel saying, I don't have time to trade, but I made all these hundreds of millions of dollars. And I'm like, what? You know, the math is not mathing. Like, are you spending more time trading? Are you spending all your time getting people to join and doing all these mentorship calls? To me, it seems like something is happening here that's not being really addressed, is that I don't think he's trading. Doing a lot of research into the charts and all that. So I'm going to be going to Thailand sometime in the summer to also go and work on a lower time frame strategy to add to all of this. So yes, I like to trade Forex, and now that I've done everything that I need to do that has been on my mind, you know, and stuff like that, I feel like I've gotten to a point whereby I can come back to Forex trading and do exactly what I love. For footballers, like Neymar is playing football. Like Neymar doesn't care about, I mean, not like he doesn't care about all the glitz and glam. Obviously he does, like he needs to build a brand and blah, blah, blah. But Neymar just likes to play football. Cristiano Ronaldo just loves to play football. Lionel Messi. So the greats, they love their craft. But, you know, during their prime, they just have to build and do certain things. That's just how it is. And that's exactly what I needed to do. So now that every other thing around me is on autopilot, I can comfortably come back on my Forex journey, my Forex charts, and give you guys the absolute best. And the more I do it, the more I'll also be able to teach you guys some more.
Forex journey? You just made $300 million. What? Does this actually make sense to you? Like...
Surprise, motherfucker.
Does any of this make sense? You spend all those time making hundreds of millions of dollars, but you can't have any time management. It's to me, what I think ends up happening is that this guy is possibly not making as much as he claims, and then less people are buying into the mastery program
or stuff. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You heard it here first on Dapsy Radio. Euro USD to the moon, provided we break 1.80500. I'll be jumping on this trade, and I wish you guys profitable trading as well. Don't forget, W funded 50% off is only available for 3 days. Ensure to grab it so that you don't miss out on this opportunity. And of course, get the Forex Mastery Program if you want to be able to trade like this. I love you guys very much, and I'll catch you guys on my subsequent videos. I'll see you guys on my other screen.
Don't subscribe to this channel, guys, because we got the best content for you.
I don't think so. No, 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 no.
Subscribe now.
No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
All right, now that's crazy, guys. Now we got Dapo Willis claiming to be making, you know, a trade. Said he made $650,000 on his last trade. We did not see any of that. Once again, we have more talk on TradingView, our favorite thing in the world, because, you know, the best and greatest traders all trade on TradingView, do chart analysis, do a couple horizontal lines, and then they claim to be making a whole bunch of money. Sounds like almost every Forex guru out there, right? But with this one here, I'm actually going to make an alert, and I'm going to put this on my to-do list. We're going to make an alert and follow this stuff up, because if he's claiming to be making all these trades, I'm in his Discord, I'm in their group, so if he's claiming all this stuff, I'm going to make sure that he's actually doing this stuff. And also, I'm going to probably send them clips that of him inside his own private group. I think it'd be kind of funny, because once the Dapo Willis 3 clip is done, I think he's going to absolutely enjoy it, because he's going to be coming from the heavens. Dapo, our savior, our most glorified, our most transparent trader. You know, forget Trader Tom, he's not as transparent enough. Dapo's a better trader, right? Pretty much. Look, we got Tony Gold 410. He made a video overseas a trading seminar with brokers. Like, if you guys know how trading is, if you're in the business of trading, you're not trading. Let's listen. So if you have a prop firm, a broker, these guys are against you. These people make money that you lose money, and it's just, they're predatory businesses. Prop firms are designed for profitable traders. The majority of people who get into that are not going to be profitable. This is how it is. That's how the money transfers go from the people who lose to the guys who are profit. The second thing that ends up happening is that he says to learn to be a profitable trader, you got to click the link below. So we have people first off spending $100 to join his mastery program. And then once they go through the mastery program, they already paid for, then they get into his prop firm and broker, right? So now he's making even more money off these guys. To me, he has a full circle way of making money off of people just joining and subscribing, and without them actually making money. That is, to me, is a really good money hustle. And it seems strange now that this is what Tony Gold says, and they were talking about him starting a prop firm also. Yeah, these guys, I mean, it's the same thing like when Swaggy C talks about, like, hey, I'm starting a prop firm, I'm a transparent trader. We don't see trades from Swaggy C. We can almost compare them apples to apples, right? Both do TradingView perfectly. I took this trade, I took this exit, I got this locked in, huge profits. Cool. We don't see the trades, and then we always like this, guys. We're like,
stop the cap.
And please, guys, shut up, because that's why it pisses me off when I say that, because it's all TradingView. And then you're like, okay, what is this guy else is selling? Oh, they both have a mentorship. Swaggy C has a lot more of it because he always keeps up changing it up. Click the link below. You know, we have this new thing out, this new shiny toy, and hey, watch this stuff. Dapo Willis, we went on a, was it like a 48-minute video, I think? 38-minute video. 20 times we referred to click the link below. 20 times. Like, not a new record, but vastly more than the other people out there who's, you know, pitching stuff to buy. To me, when I start seeing this stuff, I understand that the goal is to get people to click the link, because that's primarily where the money's being happening at. The prop firm and the mentorship. You combine these two things together and you have a beautiful way of making money.
What?
Beautiful way of making money. So I understand, man, when the money hustle comes in, this is what, like, just thinking about it like this way, if he claims this stuff, to me, it would be better if he just did this live. Hey guys, we're on the 4 hour, so we're not too far away. We're gonna enter in on a order when it closes above this as a green candle. If it closes a green candle, we're gonna enter in. He said a bunch of entries going up and see how it goes. Fantastic, to see if he goes and see if he's right. We can follow that trade with him. Why not? I just want to see if he actually does it or not. But that's it, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. If you guys want me to add anyone to the list, let me know. I'll be hanging out for a few more minutes. I gotta start adding some more videos, some recorded videos. And also, I got some good news about the so the Dapo Willis 3 clip is almost done. The music video, I finally finished it yesterday. The entire second scene. Third scene is like 5 seconds left. The third scene is, I'm sorry, the second scene's almost done. The third scene, I got like 5 seconds left. You will absolutely enjoy it. I'll be posting that out in a few days. I hope you like it. I gotta tell Adrian Marcus about it because he's gonna be in it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It's gonna be one of those bangers that I haven't made in a while. My last music video I made, that one took me, I think, like a month, almost like a few weeks to make. Here we go. Check this one out. Here's my last music video. I did that one on Swaggy C. This one is gonna be Adrian Marcus and 2 other special famous characters that you guys all love and enjoy when it comes to traders, and it's going to be out soon. It's going to be featuring some very funniness, and I hope he checks it out because I'm going to send him the video link in a DM. But if you guys want me to add anyone to the list, let me know. We can talk about anything else. I've been running for about an hour now. I'm going to make this video into a 5-minute, clip like I've done the others. I hope you guys enjoy those 5-minute ones because I can consolidate some of the, the best clips in there, or best 5-minute things, and you guys can get the best of the both worlds. But yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. And let's see, we're already at 20. Let me see, where's my mouse at? Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. Remember, you all in therapy.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.